Welcome back, listeners. It's been several days since last we saw our heroine Junebug. After a blistering defeat at the hands and laser beams of one Photon Fatale, she took some time to recover and strategize. Her injuries have mostly healed, damaged skin shedding away, like that of any self-respecting arthropod. We find her now headed for the library. She is wearing clothes that make her unrecognizable as Champion of Justice, Junebug. However, those who know her as June Samsa would be all too familiar with this ensemble: baggy pants and sweaters to hide her wings, and flaming red hair pulled back into a loose ponytail.
Hi, I was hoping to find some books on weaponized lasers.
Sci-fi section is clearly marked, dear. To the left and behind the stacks.
Actually, I was hoping for real-world application and defense from, and anything, I guess, really?
Right. Well, our advanced sciences section is in the reference area. You won't be able to check any of those books out, but you can read them here. You may also make copies.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
And so, June Samsa sits in the reference section with a stack of books almost as tall as she is. Mario Bertolotti, Joan Lisa Brumberg, Walter Kochner, all the most prominent experts in the field of laser engineering. If any one of them might offer her an insight into Photon Fatale's powers, she'll read them all. The city has been quiet for the last few days, but Junebug is sure that this time of peace can't last.
Man, this is heavy reading. I don't even get 1/10 of this stuff.
Really? You always struck me as such a bright young girl. Consistently tardy, tired, and over-caffeinated, but smart all the same.
Oh, whoa, Professor!
Shh! I don't want the old lady behind the counter to scold us.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. What are you doing here? Also, I don't know about Bright. I think the one assignment I turned into you got me a D.
Keep in mind that academically average doesn't mean lacking in intelligence. While it's untrue that Einstein failed high school math, the myth persists for a reason. There are many types of smarts, you know, and I'm here to do a little light reading, my dear. There's a new book on Jan Swammerdam, the entomologist, most commonly known for first describing the life cycle of insects from egg through maturity, their metamorphosis.
Oh, interesting.
Do you think so? Well, I suppose you must. To have taken my class at all, you must have had at least a passing interest in entomology. Anyway, Swammerdam was a fascinating man, a man of great faith, you understand. He used his observation of the insect world to challenge the social norms of the time. The prevailing wisdom was that insects lacked internal anatomy, that they had sprung unheeded in a world otherwise designed perfectly, outside of any creator's plan. He worked tirelessly to right this perception. He was also an accomplished doctor.
Sounds like a real Renaissance man.
No, he came a little after, in 1637. The Renaissance is usually said to have ended in 1600. I see what you mean. Never mind. Now, Miss Samsa, I've prattled far long enough. May I inquire as to your new area of study? Did you go back to school on a different campus?
Me? No, I still don't think I could balance school with everything else I have going on. I was watching this movie, like some sci-fi thing. They were talking about laser weapons, and I was like, I wonder if those could actually exist. And so I decided to read up on it, for fun.
Well, many a keen sci-fi fan has become an accomplished scientist or engineer in their own right. Perhaps biology wasn't quite the right fit for you. Maybe something in the physics fields would be a better path. Look, let me make a phone call. I'll get you a recommended reading list from my colleague. Professor Torres actually has an interest in this.
I must ask you to please keep it down.
Oops! I'm so sorry.
Madam, I too apologize. But encouraging the quest for knowledge is not only my profession, but my passion. I'll endeavor to keep my enthusiasm to a dull roar.
Please do.
Some time later, June and her old teacher emerge from the library. June is loaded down with a much smaller, more easily digestible pile of books and periodicals.
Miss Samsa, I really can't express how pleasant it was to run into you again. Despite our short time together in lecture halls and labs, I do remember you quite fondly. I really believe, had you been able to apply yourself more wholeheartedly to your schoolwork, well, there's no telling the heights you could have soared to.
I honestly appreciate hearing that so much. I really did love your class. It was great to see you today. Take care, Professor. Hey, my arm!
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Miss Samsa, June, if there's anything else I can ever do for you or help you with, I'm only ever a phone call away. My number is the same as it was when you attended class. Call me anytime, night or day.
Sure. That's really nice of you, and I'll keep it in mind. Just warn a girl next time before you grab her arm. Never know what kind of reflex you might trigger with that.
Quite right. Again, I most humbly apologize.
No harm, no foul. See you around, Professor.
Yes, Miss Samsa. See you around.
Junebug's parents, having left the day before, sleep soundly in our heroine's childhood home. She, meanwhile, eats alone in her modest apartment. A casserole, lovingly prepared by her mother the day before. Enough food to last several days for most, but Miss June Samsa has an appetite befitting her metabolism, and the dish is devoured without ceremony. The lights in her kitchen no longer flicker. Her drains are declogged. Her police scanner is silent for the moment.
So good.
We have a robbery taking place at Starlight Diamonds, corner of 19th Street and Rodriguez Avenue. It appears to be wanted supervillain. Wait, do we really have to say that now? Supervillain. Wanted supervillain Photon Fatale. Officers are advised to keep their distance, and if an opportunity presents itself, exercise extreme prejudice. Repeating for those in the back, shoot to kill.
Shoot to kill? What are they thinking? I better get down there and stop her before they have the chance. Surely Lucas wouldn't be on board with this idea.
June dons her new uniform, crafted from ultra-shiny material, with more full-body coverage than her regular outfit. It's a departure from her usual style, but a necessary one. She utilizes every ounce of her speed to get dressed and ready before taking off from her window.
I should be able to make it in about 4 minutes. Hopefully I'm in time.
Meanwhile, inside Starlight Diamonds.
I need all of your collection. Everything. Don't make me destroy this building.
Please, they're all traceable. Stealing them won't get you any money. I give you all the cash right now. And gold, platinum.
I'm not selling them, you darling little dolt. I'm using them in a grand experiment. What I'm doing here today will change the world. You will be a part of that change.
Like a science experiment? Yeah.
I need your jewels, not your questions. Next time I'll aim for you, not the alarms. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, crystal clear. Crystal clear.
A pun? Perfect. Hurry along. While you fetch those, I'll help myself to thee. With these gems to add to my immersive light therapy array, I'll become even more unstoppable. And like a magpie after shiny objects, here she comes. I suppose she didn't get enough of a tan last time.
Photon Fatale, hold it right there and drop the bag. We can stop this now. We don't have to fight.
Oh my God, what are you wearing? No, seriously, you look like you murdered Elvis's wardrobe and are flying around inside the corpse. I'm surprised you're not wearing tassels. Did you leave a trail of sequins behind you?
So, first off, my mom worked really hard on this suit, so mean. Second, why on earth do you need so many gemstones? Isn't there a legal way for you to get what you want? hard work and saving up for them or something?
No. Don't you think I tried that first? Or did you assume this was my immediate go-to? I'm not saying this isn't fun, but it wasn't my first choice.
Fun? You're hurting people. You almost killed at least 2.
They survived, didn't they? Because you were there to make sure of it. I didn't kill you when I had the chance to.
Okay, I mean, I'm grateful for that and all, but you still need to stop what you're doing and come quietly with me. The police have orders to shoot to kill. They aren't going to take any chances on your goodwill, and I don't blame them. Drop the bag, let me take you in, and I'm sure something can be worked out on your behalf.
Don't mistake my reluctance to kill you for weakness, Hess.
Ugh!
While your mirrored outfit may deflect some of my power, it can't protect you from everything. And if I can put so much as a small tear into it, split so much as a little seam, I'll blast you so hard you'll be cooked alive in there, like a Pop-Tart toasted inside its own wrapper. But that's only if you force my hand, dear.
I guess there's just no reasoning with you, is there? You know, for a lady who can turn herself into a living beam of light, you're not the brightest bulb.
Oh, do tell. The punch-drunk, bug-brained pipsqueak wrapped in tinfoil wants to teach the theoretical physicist a thing or two.
You sucker punched me last time. You got me good. No denying that. But I didn't see it coming. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. You don't get that from me this time. Once bitten, twice shy. You bit me hard, friend.
What on earth are those? Disco balls for your hands?
Close!
Very close indeed. Before leaving, Junebug's father had left her his boxing gloves, so that she could practice shadow boxing on her own time. She had spent one very late night supergluing small mirrored squares to them. She would probably never inform her father of these decorative additions.
Here are the diamonds. They're all in the bag. Now, please, I must ask you to... Oh, it's the Junebug.
Just Junebug, sir. I haven't earned the yet.
Drop the bag and be gone. I think I have time to settle an account before leaving.
All right, I'll be going. Hey, Junebug, get her! Make her sorry she ever came in here.
Oh dear. And I was so nice to you, too.
Well, that's right. Junebug's gonna kick your ass.
Head towards the light, you little wretch.
And as Junebug watched, Photon Fatale extended a hand towards the jeweler. She was slow, deliberate, seeming to relish the growing look of dismay on his round little face.
No, you don't!
Yeah.
So, you grabbed him out of my way. You're faster than I gave you credit for, little pest.
You don't get to hurt anyone else. Never again.
Oh my God, you saved me. You really did it.
Yep, but how about from now on, you don't antagonize supervillains? I appreciate the support, but, you know.
No, fair point. I'm just gonna go.
Perfect, thanks.
I wouldn't have hurt him badly, you know. Just enough to teach him a lesson in civility.
I said never again, and I meant it.
Empty words.
We'll see. Missed me!
Not this time. Ah! Stay still!
That sounds like really bad advice.
Dodge this!
And then Junebug saw it. Photon Fatale stood amongst the rubble from her failed attacks and seemed to gather her legs under her, as though she was about to jump. Our heroine had been anticipating such an attack, though had expected it to take longer to draw out. Apparently, Photon Fatale's temper was as quick and as hot as her laser blasts. She was about to turn her entire body into a destructive beam of light. Her body language was clear.
Take this!
Junebug threw her punch, placing it directly in the Photon Fatale's path. The living laser beam struck the reflective surface and glanced off in 100 different directions.
Gotcha! It's like looking at a million little laser pointers dancing around. Oh man, I hope she can reform. I didn't want to hurt her too bad. That's promising. Come on, you can do it. I can see the lights starting to gather back together. Ah, jeez. I can see the shape of a body starting to form. Maybe this will give me time to talk the police down from shooting her on sight. Man, I hope Lucas is there. I'm on the job. Officer Van Helsing. Officer Van Helsing. No need to take that tone. You did this to yourself. And you know, I'm the one who is about to try and save your life.
Freeze! Hands in the air!
Sure, I'm putting them up, officer. The mass of red swirly light on the floor is Photon Fatale. She's been subdued, so don't shoot, all right?
Just stay where you are and no one's getting shot. Officer Van Helsing, bring in the box.
Don't mind if I do.
Officer Van Helsing. What's that? It looks like a coffin.
Nope, it's a mirror transport vessel. While I had some time, I had an expert work on it for me. I knew you'd be here, and I knew you wouldn't let anyone shoot her. Had to figure out an alternative so things were less complicated.
I still think this is crazy as hell, but well, Van Helsing is persuasive. And it's better we figure out a way for her to stand trial for her crimes.
As soon as she's even remotely solid enough, we load her in this crate. It's got oxygen attached so she won't suffocate. I see you figured on mirrors too, Junebug?
Yeah, well, from all the reading I've done and the expert I consulted, it seemed like the most likely choice.
Professor Torres from the university actually said I wasn't the only one with keen interest in this topic. He designed this for me.
Oh, I've, heard of him.
And, strangely enough, he'd heard of Photon Fatale, or Bernadette Glass as she is more accurately known, a theoretical physicist whose work on light waves had been informed by faith-healing disciplines, crystals and chakras and light therapy. She wanted to unlock new levels of human potential using light. Looks like she succeeded.
You really did your homework.
It's like someone once told me, good always wins if good people put in the work.
Sounds like a very wise friend.
Oh, no. She's a pain in the rear if I'm being honest. But even a stopped clock is right twice a day.
Well, unnecessarily mean. But I didn't mean to bug you. Bug you? Get it?
Aw, hell. The press finally got here, huh?
Junebug, Ernest Haley from the Times. If I could just get a word.
Bridget Black, Channel 4 News.
Junebug, does this mean you're working more closely with
Inquiring Minds magazine. Now, if I could please just get a short interview, I'd love to ask about what Miss Bug. May I call you Miss Bug? What Miss Bug thinks of the current political climate, what with Mayor Appleby signing away more funds for law enforcement and less for infrastructure? Are roads not important to you?
Darling, I'm with Fashionista Fortnightly. Mylar, really? 1992 called and wants their worst idea back. On a side note, what do you use in your hair in terms of conditioner?
Junebug, you need to come. I'll take care of everything from here. Thank you for helping us with our investigation.
Did you just thank me in front of the press?
Yeah, I did, and I'm gonna catch hell for it. But you earned that much.
That means so much to me. You have no idea. This is for your daughters.
Junebug removes her bedazzled boxing gloves and gives 2 thumbs up directly at the rolling TV cameras. A small round of applause starts amongst the press and assembled bystanders.
Can you stop hamming it up and just go? We still have to scoop Miss Glass into the special containment unit. I'd like the world to see paid law enforcement do that much, at least.
Sorry, I'm going.
And so, our heroine leaves the scene to a cascade of questions and camera flashes. She's feeling good, validated, vindicated, and victorious. Photon Fatale had been taken care of. Her friend, and in many ways mentor, Lucas Van Helsing, had given her public praise, despite any repercussions that may land on his doorstep. For now, at least, the city was safe. There would be more to do. There always was. But for now, she'd just allow herself to feel good. And happiness was always best when shared. She landed atop a building, distant from the hubbub of reporters and police. Somewhere she could overlook the darkened city.
Junie?
Mom, get Dad. We won.
And now we must leave Junebug for another week. Be sure to listen in next time, as things take a turn for our heroine. And thank you for spending some time with us this week. This story is copyrighted by Five Fire Monkeys Entertainment with a license from Teacup Condor Publishing. All locations are fictitious and similarities to people is purely coincidental. Listen next week to see what other adventures that Junebug has in store. The part of Junebug was played by Katie Sooth Ruiz. Photon Fatale was played by M.M. Newman. Tune in next time for more from the adventures of Junebug. This has been the Nerd News Social Broadcasting System.